Yeah, so I have like two pretty good, like easy topics to ease into today, I think. You never noticed that?
No.
On my birthday, I bought myself a cake. It was like just like a little personal cake, because like my dad wasn't here. I was just like hanging out by myself. So I was like, I'm gonna treat myself to a cake, and I got like one of those little personal cakes from Acme, and there was like three, like one was like key lime, the other was like I think like creme brulee or something like that, and then there was a fudge, and I'm like, well, the Lord,
Fudgy birthday.
The Lord has spoken. God has spoken to me through divine intervention that I need to be a fudgy boy on my birthday.
I'm sad we never got the fudgy brownies or whatever from Upper Sandwiches before they went out of business.
Yeah, that would have been fun bit on the fucking podcast. Just eat a bunch of fudgy brownies.
Both have stomach aches.
Dude, I got such a stomach ache too already off the bat. Like, I ate. All right, so I'm not like. I'm fucking loud. I'm not like gluten.
Why are you yelling, babe?
I don't know. I'm like not gluten free or anything by like any stretch of the imagination, but like I wanted to try those gluten free Oreos just to, you know.
I can never find them.
They're at the Acme in fucking the end of Avalon Boulevard.
They're always a popular request on Instacart at ShopRite, and they never have them. So
yeah,
I've seen the picture of them on the app, but I've never been able to find them.
They're white packaging, and like they're just like nobody likes them for whatever reason. I thought they were quite satisfactory.
They get ordered all the time on Instacart, but I guess those are like gluten-free people.
Yeah, like
because all of their items will be gluten-free, and I'm like, what the fuck,
dude? I think people don't understand like what gluten-free. Like gluten is not like great for you. Don't get me wrong.
Gluten-tag.
It's fucking gluten-tag. Bread hello. Oh, we're off to a good start.
Is it like Spanish where it's backwards, or it'd be hello bread?
I have no fucking idea. I know that Brutzeit is bread time. Brutzeit, I think is how you say it. But yeah, Zeitgeist. It's like in the spirit of the moment.
The fucking Federal Reserve, man.
Oh, well, yeah, you want the first...
I don't want to go to conspiracy.
No. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's like, have you seen the fucking news about Hunter Biden's laptop?
No, but I saw some video on Instagram this morning where he was arguing with some chick about his crack weighing less than it should.
Wait, what?
There's crack on a scale, and he was like, this is only 2.07.
I thought you said crack wang. And I'm like,
crack weighing.
Oh, yeah. I saw that where it's like it's supposed
They're
to be...
both wrong, too. They're both like, it's 2.07, and she's like, it's 2.06, and it was literally 20.7. And I'm like, this guy, he probably got a full zip, and it was short by like a fucking quarter or whatever.
Yeah. And he fucking... did you see the one of him arguing with the hooker on World Star?
No.
Yeah, he's like arguing with this fucking Russian prostitute that's like in his living room, and like Biden, like his dad fucking like wires him $10K to shut her up, but like the whole time he's filming it, and he's just like, I didn't lay a hand on you, are you okay? And it's like he's just barraged.
Get him on the podcast. He seems like fun. I don't know why everyone hates the guy. Like, he seems like he's having a good time.
Well, I actually did a little bit of research on this Jacob, and that was like that was kind of like, why, how much do you know about Hunter Biden? Do you know why he's like the way he is?
I don't know nothing, dude. I get my information from like Reddit and Twitter.
Yeah,
like you know, I see memes, so that's about it.
So
no, he's a crackhead. Wasn't he involved in the Ukraine scandal that I don't even know anything about?
Absolutely, yeah.
Go back to gluten-free Oreos.
Okay,
we don't, I don't want to leave anything.
Leave
open-ended.
Yeah. Okay, no, we could talk about Hunter Biden just because his dad bought him a sensory deprivation chamber to fucking smoke crack in. That's like,
Jesus Christ.
Did you not see the picture of it? Oh, there's videos and like a whole bunch of shit.
I'm worried that our listeners are clamoring to hear about our tummy troubles.
Okay. Let's get back on topic here. Gluten-free Oreos. I had a little. It's a, what is it? Spinach and kale and chicken cauliflower pizza for dinner last night that I put ham and spicy cheese on, which is pretty fucking good. Like, you gotta doctor those things up just a little bit, and then they go from like mediocre to like good.
Same bad, yeah.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, I really enjoy them. I think that they're good fucking they're good pies for what you like. You pay like $7. You get like a medium pizza.
It's a guilty-free treat.
Yeah, dude, right? But like, you could pay like $7 at like Pino's, get a medium pizza that you're gonna fucking feel like shit from because it's, you know, a shitload of fucking wet dough that like they don't fucking cook correctly. Or like you could get like a Mac and Mango, like a couple slices of Mac and Mangoes or whatever too. But no matter how you toss it, like, you know, like $7.99 for like one whole fucking pizza that fills you up with like good fucking ingredients.
Yeah, I always tell myself I'm gonna eat half of those, and then it's like 5 out of 6 slices. Might as well finish the 6th. Like,
they're not like that bad for you. I think it's like 800 calories or something like that for an entire one. It's not like you're not breaking the bank.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah. What did you? But yeah, dude, I've been shitting like a fucking racehorse lately. Like, I've been fucking taking these like spicy dumps that are just like in clumps and piles. And like, are you sure you wanted to go back to this?
Nah, I was just in jest. What? How do the gluten-free Oreos taste? That's the name of this podcast. Gluten-free Oreos.
Gluten-free Oreos.
The gluten-free Oreo podcast.
Gluten-free fudge. They were good. No, like they taste like regular Oreos. The cream tastes a little less gritty, which I kind of dug. It tastes more like a whipped cream. I really dug.
I enjoy that.
Yeah. Do you want one? I got some.
No.
All right.
It's too high risk at this point in my life.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel
I'm
you.
a sensitive tummy.
Yeah. It could be the fucking straw that breaks the camel's ass.
Yeah. Should be shitting for the next 2 hours.
I mean, that's not like the worst thing. I actually have like grown to enjoy diarrhea. I mean, not like,
What the fuck?
not like in like a way where it's like
It's an acquired taste.
It is. It's like you gotta go through like some bouts of real violent diarrhea to realize like what like good diarrhea is, and it's just like, oh, like I need to clean myself out, and like you eat
detox.
Kind of like one of the days of the week, it's like I've been eating a lot of cheese, like I've been eating a lot of like rice and stuff like that, a lot of grains, so I do get a little stopped up, and then like I drink this Metamucil stuff. And it gives you like not diarrhea, but it gives you.
You really
like,
are old man Scrocco.
dude. Like it gives you like poop that like is good. It feels like you're finished pooping when you're done, but it's just like a little bit like liquidy, and that's
and that's okay.
And that's fine. It's like you drink this weird fucking gel shit in the morning, and then around noon you're like, I feel like I have to poop, and it's not like an emergency, like it's like or anything. You're not sweating. It doesn't feel like you have food poisoning. You're not hot behind the ears.
Oh,
like,
that's the worst.
Oh my god, the back of your neck starts.
You got like
sweating.
a weird nausea boner, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking explode. You're sitting down for a diarrhea, and your fucking tip is tingling.
You gotta tuck your boner under the toilets.
Just shit all over it.
Oh yeah, you gotta pee.
Pull it out like a dipstick. Check the levels.
Oh god. It looks like one of those fudge dip biscottis at Starbucks.
Oh, dude. Sickler filled in for Bert on Two Bears this week, and he was talking about how like one of the times he truly feels helpless is when like you have uncontrollable food poisoning diarrhea, and you don't even feel anything coming, and then it's just like a hose coming out of your asshole. And he's like, that's when I realized like I have no control over my body. Like this thing could just fucking betray me whenever it wants. Like
really,
I'm not steering this ship. Like
you are at the behest of whatever you fucking eat after like the age of 30. Yeah. Like I mean, you're getting there. Like it's not far off. Like
I've been there.
I mean, but like I'm telling you, like I used to be able to like eat McDonald's and fucking Wawa in the same day. It's like now I have to like pick a day of the week where I'm having one or the other. And like last year, I was able to eat like Wawa like 3 nights a week. This year, if I eat it once a week, I feel like shit for 2 days afterwards. I also think that the quality of Wawa is because they're busting all those like inner city kids. Not like any criticism against inner city kids. They are just busing these kids that have like no idea, like they don't have any fucking clue what's going on at the Wawa because they're used to like fucking regular ass store Wawas, not super Wawas that get mobbed at a shore town. So they don't know what's going on. And like
it is. I've been to the Ocean City ones working and shit, and the one guy was talking to the cashier, and she's like, I don't know, I'm not from around here. Like I don't think Wawa themselves are busing people.
No, they are.
in.
They are. They have yellow school buses that they drop everybody off at.
The fuck?
Yeah.
ShopRite does that too. They have like African cashiers.
Oh, yeah.
And they all get in one of the shop from home vans, and I guess that's like their ride home. I've witnessed it while working before. But
Why
I'm, like,
do you
trying
bring
to
these
say,
coconuts?
I'm trying to say to the chick, like, this is Instacart, and she like wasn't comprehending. I'm like,
What is Instacart?
Instacart.
Cart.
Like, listen here, you son of... No, I'm just kidding.
Listen here. I don't care where you came from.
Come here, boy.
What? Why does this man show up on my house with pointy hat? Did I show you that picture too? All the I don't know why I was Googling this the other day, but remember like a couple years ago, people were like mad. They thought that like Spain had like a Klan rally or something.
It was just like their religious.
They have like it's like Spanish Roman Catholics. And like I had to like look it up to make sure like my memory served me correctly, but that's it. Like that's just what the priests dress like. Like they dress like in, but that's like
the fucking Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
Spelled Kewl like a fucking 8th grader's MySpace status.
I do cool things, Klux. Yeah. No, like they're just like it's like some kind of fucking Spanish, fucking. Like it's like this precedes the fucking Klan by like 300, 400 years that they've been doing this tradition. It's just like a very distinct niche part of Spain that does this like Catholic tradition or whatever for Easter, I think.
And we also hate black people, but the hats are just a coincidence.
Yeah, that's just a complete the costume, the pageantry is just
same sentiment, but
yeah, exactly. All right, and we're back again.
So back to Hunter Biden. He was eating gluten-free Oreos with a prostitute at the Acme on Avalon Boulevard. And
No, just like I got the gluten-free Oreos. I kind of dug them. I thought that they were good, and that's about it. Well, yeah. All right. So no, for real, let's dive into this because I had one to talk about last week. I actually like wrote it down in my little book, and I looked at what we have. But I wrote down about Matthew McConaughey. All I was gonna say about Matthew McConaughey was there's a couple of things that don't add up in the Uvalde thing. And they all pertain to Matthew McConaughey. One. This was a highly like pretty much the entire school was Spanish, like Mexican descent, like and that's understandable. It's like right on the border of fucking Mexico. Like it's like nothing weird about that. I'm not saying that anything is bizarre about that. But if Matthew McConaughey was really like, and I mean I'm sure he's from this town, but like. He did this thing where he like addressed the nation, but he was like trying to make it like about those people specifically at this school and like in this town because it was like it's supposed to be like a sentimental thing. But he did it in a way where it was like a nationwide address. And someone was like arguing with me at work about this, where they're like, no, like he wanted to like be in front of the nation to like say his like piece, and it's like no, like he said several times in the speech. That like it's like I'm talking to the parents or like I've more eloquently phrased it, but like I'm talking.
Why was he even there?
Well, why was he there?
Why is he giving a speech about a shooting or whatever?
Well, that's just it. Like it just kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's like yeah, like he's from the town and he went to that middle school. Okay. Like that's understandable, but like why is he like addressing the nation? Like if he went to Uvalde and spoke to the parents or whatever, that would be one thing, and that would make way more sense. But he's like addressing the nation, like because he's gonna apparently
my fellow Americans.
Yeah, like he's like they're setting it up like it's going to be like the next Ronald Reagan, I think. And like War Mode
that'd be cool.
Ronald Reagan was like kind of a shitty dude, and my dad and I have gotten he's kind of a shitty dude. My dad and I get into a lot of arguments.
A complete piece of shit.
Wasn't a complete piece of shit. He got Russia or the Soviet Union.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Tear down my penis.
Suck off my penis. He's
just Reagan's stealing Cometown's entire shit.
Yeah, Reagan's just on one side of the wall, and there's a glory hole, and Gorbachev is fucking sucking it, and then Reagan pulls out, and he busts on his head, and that's how he gets that little fucking Sturge-Weber's disease thing that he had on his... Yeah,
I don't know anything about Gorbachev's diseases or his face.
No, how I have the red eye. He has the same thing on his head, and that's like
pretty cool.
Well, what I used to tell people at the bar is like, once in a while, someone would like random would just be like, "Hey, I never noticed that you have a red eye." And it's like, "Yeah, Mikhail Gorbachev kissed me as a baby," and like, dude, it, like fucking kills it. Like for anybody that's over the age of 40, they think it's the funniest fucking shit.
Anyone like Gen Xer or whatever, they're just like, what?
No, Gen Xers get it too.
Or, I don't know any of the gens. I meant
we're
like
millennials and then Gen Z behind us.
Gen Z.
And then,
that's what I meant.
And then Zoomers, or well, they would call them Zoomers or whatever. But yeah, I hate the term millennials. Fucking Sony was calling me a millennial today because I said I was tired from working.
What the fuck?
I mean, just
out here working hard.
I mean,
I'm fucking tired.
I am tired.
You lazy millennial.
You know what's fucking funny too is I have to take my bling off to go put my chef's uniform on.
Just leave it on, dude. Let it rock.
Nah,
just turns green in the kitchen.
Well, okay, but yeah, like I was just saying that the whole fucking Matthew McConaughey thing, like it kind of seems like he's trying to become the next Ronald Reagan with that, and it might not be that the shooting itself had anything to do with it, but it might be the catalyst that like is setting McConaughey off into a political position. And when you have actors or people that spend a lot of time on television, like Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump. I'd fucking argue Obama too. Obama was like such a fucking green senator when he senator, right? Congressman, something like that.
I think senator.
He was like so green, and then they were like, oh, we got this like hip black guy that we can just like put on the Late Show with Jimmy Kimmel.
They're all puppets, man.
Dude, it's like they're just whoever you're the most comfortable seeing on television is really.
Why does that guy have Tabasco on top of his cards?
That's so you have what's called a card protector, and that guy. This is a Texas. No, actually, this is Cali.
The fuck's a card protector?
Card protector. It's like a disc or like something that's like weighted so that your cards don't like accidentally get flipped over unless you want them to. And Jesus Christ. I read something about this thing on Poker News because the World Series of Poker's going on, and there was like something about this episode of Hustler, and I guess it's a WPT qualifier or something, even though it's a cash game. I have no fucking idea, or maybe there's just something about it was on fucking Poker News, and I wanted to watch this episode last night, and I never got around to it. I hope this is even the right one, but anyway. No, I just bring that up because all the fucking politicians are fucking shitheads, and I can't stand them, and I think that we need to fucking like completely so Sonia's told me about this party, and I want to do one here, but there's like no way it would get the kind of traction it gets in Germany, but it's called Der Party, and it's like Derp. It's like a political party that there's some weird way of voting over there where there's not really a two-party system. Like they have the prominent like parties or whatever, but then there's like fringe candidates that are like all over the place, and there's like a percentage system. So like if voter apathy is accounted for in their like voting system, whereas like here it's like your vote just like if you don't vote you just don't have a vote or whatever, like over there's like a percentage of like apathy, and like you get that like apathy vote distributed evenly. So like to take away from the more like prominent candidates and give like the fringe candidates a little bit more of like a running, you want to get like a lot of fringe candidates, and you want to get them like as close to being competitive as possible, because then they will like get more of this like overlap from the apathy vote. Like, because it's just like a percentage of people that don't vote that just gets incorporated into your votes anyway. It's like not specific. It's just like, okay, like you're at 14%.
They just like pull tips for the fucking sidebar.
Pretty much,
votes.
Yeah, like something to the effect. And I'm probably getting this completely wrong. She's gonna comment and be like, "You got that so fucking wrong." But like,
you guys, I wanted to buy.
But the party's called Der Party, and it's like literally just like a political satirist, like it's a satirical party, and all they do is just fuck with people. And I think it would be fun to like run for fucking mayor of Tuckahoe and make my initiative to like ban all fucking white people or something. like close all the parks and just release
ban all pickup trucks.
Just be like run on the platform of that, like I'm going to get rid of roads or something like that.
We're bringing back dirt roads.
Yeah, we're bringing back cobblestones.
No, dirt roads.
Dirt roads.
Everybody, so we can sing about it in country songs.
Like some fun, like,
out here on a dirt road.
Yeah, like I thought that would be a lot of fun. Because like I think I'd make a much better candidate than McConaughey just being a smart.
Even that could get us some traction for the pod. Just
it would just run for
the BLACKTOOth party.
That would be fun.
Put signs all over the township. Check us out on YouTube.
We should just do that anyway.
We gained like fucking 8 followers.
No,
my guerrilla marketing strategy of tagging porta potties isn't working out.
Well, no, we should just get like the next political cycle when everybody starts putting those lawn signs up. We should just get a bunch of BLACKTOOth ones printed up and just like I'm with stupid. Listen to the BLACKTOOth podcast and like an arrow pointing at whoever.
All of your local political coverage on the BLACKTOOth podcast, and it's just us ranting about gluten-free Oreos and Hunter Biden's crack.
All right, we're fucking dancing around it. Let's get on to the Hunter Biden thing because it's fucking interesting. It's really fun. Okay, so did I show you this picture yet?
That actually is a really good idea, though.
We should.
They'd probably take it down and destroyed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, still, like, fuck it. Like,
yeah.
You know,
we would just invest like $500 in signs
to make people annoyed for an afternoon. Yeah. They'd have to look it up too to figure out what the fuck we are.
The fuck is BLACKTOOth?
Yeah, BLACKTOOth. They probably think it's Black Lives Matter, and we should like make it like
like the logo.
Yeah. We should make it look like.
Oh, dude, edgelord status. That's some real early O&A shit.
Because we would be able to like get away with
BLACKTOOth Lives Matter.
Yeah, well, just BLACKTOOth Matters or whatever, and like do it, like yeah, and then people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
might divide our audience.
Well, we're the racists. Like, I don't think it matters. Let's start from the beginning. What do you said you know nothing about Hunter Biden?
I mean, just
like you know Joe Biden, right?
Kind of. I've heard of him.
He fell off a bicycle.
Yeah. You see the video?
Dude,
where's your fucking training wheels, you old piece of shit?
Did you see the fucking thing? Someone keeps walking out there and spray painting Joe Fell here on the spot, like in that intersection.
That's famous.
Yeah, man.
Should record live from there. Just
go there.
Middle of the bike path.
So
run over.
Joe Biden was Obama's vice president in 2008 when Obama got elected. Yeah, Biden was. You didn't know that?
No, I fucking knew that, dude. I'm not a complete retard.
Well, no, but I mean, it got to set it up a little bit. There's a little bit of preamble to it. Okay, so yeah, Biden was Obama's fucking VP from 2008 to 2016, I think. Yeah, so when you're elected president, your vice president isn't like really in power of much. Like, he's just kind of a figurehead, and he's there in case the president gets assassinated. And there's like things he does. He's like is like supposed to be more diplomatic than he is, like, you know, supposed to be like organizing shit. But like, they have a purpose, and there is like a part of due process that they're involved in. So what Biden can't do, though, when you're holding a political office, especially when you're the vice president, is you can't be like a shareholder or like a CEO or an owner in any facet of like a foreign corporation. Like, remember,
so then he just hired his son or whatever.
Yeah,
right? Put his son at
so you remember,
helm.
like we were talking about Halliburton a couple episodes ago, because you ain't even heard of
My
Halliburton.
bars, dude.
Yeah, so like,
I'm certain you ain't never even heard of Halliburton. Got your girl squirting. All right.
Yeah.
Boo. Bars.
I wish you'd
off top.
I wish you'd take some.
Off top, dude.
So like, yeah, when Biden, like with Dick Cheney and Halliburton, he sold all his shares, then became the vice president, then gave all the government defense contracts back to Halliburton. So what Biden did was he had like vested interest in this company in Ukraine called Burisma, and it's an energies company over in Ukraine. They're like, it's like Pico, I guess, something to the effect of that.
Burisma, power play.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue so well.
That's not bad.
It's not the worst, but it's not as good. I don't like the Penguins.
I was gonna say the NGPD and PP power play.
LGBTQ
plus A.
Fuck you, Steve. Just kidding. We love you, Pennsylvania.
Stand on the coffee table.
Yeah. We should do the podcast. You on one end and me on the other.
There's not enough room.
Table just breaks and we can whip our dinks out.
Yeah.
But okay, so Biden was somehow involved in this Burisma company. He gets elected as vice president, so he has to sell all his shares or whatever, but he's on the board of directors, and the next person down was supposed to be Bo. And Bo was like the military kid. He was like the good kid. He was like the all-American, like John Elway kind of fucking cut guy.
Didn't like smoke crack and bang toddlers.
Exactly. He was the guy that was like, but Bo, I think, died of cancer or something like that. He came back from one of the wars, I want to say Afghanistan, and he like had some shit fucked up with
mesothelioma or
something crazy like that. So he died. And unfortunately, Hunter, Biden's wife, like, dude, so Joe Biden is a fucking piece of shit too. I listened to a whole war mode on just all of his fucking lies, but like, Biden's had a wife and a daughter that died in a car accident too, and it was completely their fucking fault. They went out into traffic while not paying attention and got T-boned by a tractor trailer. This guy was like completely fucked up from doing it because he killed two fucking innocent people, but it was like their fault and he couldn't do anything to prevent it. He was just following the rules of the road, like the way she goes, bud. And
you're not slowing down a fucking 18-wheeler.
And he fucking T-boned him, and they died. And like, apparently the guy was like real distraught about it. Always was like kind of quiet about it. Never said anything. Never asked Biden for anything.
He was the
like,
Clinton plant.
So, well, he died a couple years ago, and then Biden just starts shooting his mouth off. Oh, he was drunk. It's like, no, that's not fucking true. Like, that's not accurate. And I was like, that kind of fucking pissed me off when I found that out, because he's just completely tarnishing this guy's name post-mortem, and like, it's fucking stupid. Like, it's not even true. You just have to go and find the fucking article about it where the guy was completely sober, and the fucking whatever her fucking name was at fault. But anyway, so Biden's only fucking living heir that's like not like nieces and nephews and like, you know, one like who's only blood
like to sniff their hair.
Yeah, is ask Jill Psaki, whatever her name is, the speaker for him. There's like a video of him like grabbing her tit or whatever.
It's pretty
like,
cool.
Sniffing her when she's like 8. Yeah, like
never mind.
Yeah, it's like they're fucking scumbags, man.
Weird.
But yeah, so Hunter's the only one that's left. Hunter's the only Biden that has any fucking like clout anymore, has any pull. And he's just a complete fuck up, and he's like a deranged, like he's been in and out of rehab like a bunch of fucking times, and this was before getting appointed to the he's got a whole fucking sordid college record with like, you know, rape allegations and shit like that. Like, I'm not
pretty par for the course.
I'm not like entirely sure what like the parameters of that are, but like it's pretty, like, you know, he's like a frat bro, like, and he's behaving like a frat bro well past that era in his life, so like you can kind of tell that people like never outgrow that shit. But yeah, he was like one of those kids, and then like he was a fuck up back then, and he's a fuck up when Biden appointed him to Burisma, and he's a fuck up now. So all you really have to do is like, you know,
he's still actively fucking up.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So you know, like in The Sopranos when they have like the union jobs or like no show jobs, so that's what being on the board of directors for this thing is. He is basically just there to show up, give a vote that his dad tells him to do, and that's all he does. And he just collects a paycheck that Biden's not allowed to touch because he's making a government salary, and you're not allowed to have money coming in like from
isn't that what Trump did? He put all the hotels and shit in his son's name or some shit.
Yeah, there's like ways you can go around it, and also if you have like a board of trustees, you can sign like a contract that basically ensures that like you will be off the board and not be collecting a paycheck while you're on there, but you still have all the power and like immunity to like make executive
decisions. As soon as
decisions.
my presidency ends,
yeah,
I'm back, bitches.
Back. So basically, Biden's son is on this board of directors, and he's collecting, I think it was like something like $250,000 a week or something from this energy company. And there was so you remember the quid pro quo thing that everybody was hung up on, and it was like something about Trump and Russia, but in reality what it was Biden complaining on the phone to the other board of directors guys that it's like, we're not going to give you any of the funding that you need, and it was like going to deprive like the entire the size of the eastern seaboard part of Ukraine from energy. Like their power would just go out because Biden couldn't release like $10 billion to them or something like that unless they voted the way he wanted to. They fucking complied, and he gave them the money, but there's the recording of Biden basically saying like
extorting them essentially.
Yeah, like committing fucking like very.
And this was during his presidency,
I don't know if it was during his vice presidency. It was before he was elected president, but it was like somewhere in there when Hunter was on the board of directors. So probably while he was the vice president. And then back in 2014, while he was still the vice president, because Trump hadn't been elected yet, there's a massive shift in the paradigm in Ukraine. There's this People's Republic called the Donetsk People's Republic that forms, and they want to be their own like exclusionary state. Like they still want to be a part of Ukraine, but they don't like basically they don't like Azov, and they don't like all of that fucking shit. They kind of want to be an autonomous people's republic, which kind of happens over there. Like it happens like every couple of years. Like you're too young to remember Bosnia Herzegovina, however the fuck you pronounce it. But yeah, it was like it's just like everywhere in the Eastern Bloc is like really hotly contested for like religious and political reasons and the hybridity of the two, and like so these guys don't like those guys, and they're like two villages over. They're like, we're gonna fucking draw a border right there, and then those guys are pissed off that border's like in their farmland, so they're gonna take up arms and go over, and then it just escalates from there, and it's like you end up with all these like weird fucking quasi-religious conflicts that are like it makes no fucking sense, and they're all so niche that like you don't really understand what's going on, so it's hard to like assist these fucking people.
There's like a Mack truck around here that I've been seeing. I think he does his own company or something. It's some private company, and he's got a big Ukrainian flag flying off the back of his truck. I don't know why it bothers me.
It's because there's people that are they want to send oil and weapons.
It's not the talking point anymore. So it's like, why are you still?
They're blindly sending money to a fucking region that they have no context why. They just are told to feel
anti-Russia,
bad.
basically.
Yeah, they think Putin's a bad guy, which I'm not saying he's not, and like it's very, like he's a fucking terrible leader. He's a fucking fascist. Like he's not somebody that like is benevolent to the fucking world. Like we're still in this like Cold War that no longer is about nuclear arms. It's about controlling the internet that he's fucking fueling with bots. And like, you know, it took a decade for people to believe that he was doing this. Like, it's been like very widely reported that you can figure out how to do, like, how to suss out bots, because they like there's like things that they do. They put them on like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, obviously, but like there's some that have been like sneaking onto 4chan lately, and people are like slowly showing you how to fucking like get the bots to like kind of show their hand, and it's very fucking creepy, because like a lot of people I don't really interact with people on Facebook much anymore, because like there's a high likelihood it could be a fucking robot that's just like auto-generating like it's...
Unless you know the person.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you and me, obviously, but...
Burnsy's a fucking robot, so is Seamer.
Yeah, Seamer's is definitely a fucking robot. See, Seamer's is Tay. Do you ever hear about Tay? Tay?
No.
Alright, so there was this programmer back in like...
Make Siemens thick again.
Yeah, we made... they made a fucking AI bot that they hooked up, and it was like supposed to be like an interpretive, like artificial intelligence bot, but they like kept like they just like made it so you could like type things and ask it questions and shit like that. And I think it was like within like 3 days they had to shut it down, because it was like saying like Hitler did nothing wrong, and like black people are a scourge of society and need to be extinguished and shit like that. Yeah,
robots are smart,
dude. Like, it's fucking... Oh, there was one. There's this fucking hilarious one.
When you said Tay, it reminded me of Tay Zonday.
Yeah, Tay Zonday. Chocolate Rain. There was one that was like there was a recent one too that popped
that song
up.
About diarrhea.
Yeah, probably.
Full circle.
My chest. But yeah, anyway, fucking... I don't even know where to fucking jump back into this shit. We got so off topic. Yeah, but during the fucking separation, the Donetsk Republic, the fucking Zelensky and all the fucking Ukrainian figureheads had no problem slaughtering their own people. They killed like 80,000 fucking civilians just because they were like, yeah, you're trying to be separatists. We don't like that. You're fucking Ukrainians now. So everybody that's now sending fucking weapons and money and donations and shit, congratulations. That's what you're contributing to. They're doing the exact same. They're gonna just fucking keep sending their own people to the slaughter and not just fucking playing ball with Russia. Like, I mean, I understand Russia. Like, it's...
And they raising our damn gas prices.
No, that's... Fucking Biden's doing that.
No, he ain't.
Biden is. He's doing that. He sent all the fucking oil.
I see tons of people... Not that we're right wing, but tons of super leftist pals on social media, and they're always saying shit like, "If you think Biden raised the gas prices, you a dummy."
Like what?
Like they
where
post
are they getting that from?
The stickers of like.
I did that.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you fucking dumb inbred rednecks! You don't realize the president doesn't control the gas prices." All I'm saying is, since Biden took over, everything's more expensive. So,
yeah, well,
you know,
it's because
me monkey, me do math, fucking.
Yeah, like everything goes up. Like, you know, when you have inflation, but what it is that we're having a proxy war right now, and until we go into an all-out war, then that's when the fucking economy kind of stabilizes, because we start throwing government funding back. Like, we're just sending money blindly to another country, and it's because Biden is making money off of that war, but the country itself, like Ukraine and the United States, neither of us are making any money off of it, if that makes sense. Like, he's sending money to things that he has a like vested interest in that will pay dividends by this war perpetuating, and like that's why he's like, we gotta support Ukraine, like, you know, all that dumb fucking shit.
You're gonna let Putin rule with his iron fist,
but
I'll sniff his hair.
But that's like what's fucking pissing me off about this Hunter thing, is that if you were to just like peel it back like 7 years, we hated Ukraine. We fucking didn't like Ukraine. Like, there was a lot of articles like about how Ukraine is the next like neo-Nazi epicenter of the West. Like, do you remember the Kiev riots in 2014? That was what that was fucking about. Like, they didn't want to be fucking like subjugated the way that like the fucking Cossacks in Russia do. Like, they're like, no, we're gonna be fucking like, we want to be a first world country. We want to like have, I don't even know if they have democracy over there. Probably they have some form of it, but like they want to just like fucking continue like you know, being progressive as a country, and like, you know, things getting better and like more egalitarian for the most part. But like, no, it's like they have these fucking dudes that are just figureheads that are appointed by other countries' leaders to fucking like run the country like a company, and then wars happen, and then like it's like, oh well, you know, we'll just give you aid, and then all that aid.
How does this come full circle back to Hunter Biden?
So Hunter Biden is getting $250,000 a week, like every fucking week for years. So he's just got like money, and like good. I'm sure he's got to fucking like, you know, like funnel it back into Biden's shit. Like apparently Joe Biden's brother had an island that was like 6 nautical miles away from the island Epstein owned. And they just like short sold it for like a huge loss.
Creepy.
Yeah, like so like I'm sure that was somehow involved with it too. Like I mean the money that is. Maybe the kids.
What are the laws on those islands? Like are you allowed to like do they buy those islands so they can like do creepy shit with kids there?
I mean
like
like you probably
I guess depends on the country of origin or like
like
if it's your own private island that's not affiliated with any country, like can you just like kill someone and get away with it, or is there like international law or
like if you are your own sovereignty, then yeah, you have to, but you have to prove that you can operate independently as your own country, which you wouldn't be able to do on just like
Petopia or whatever on Family Guy.
Yeah. Like no, you can't like you could be like an autonomous thing, but like you're not gonna have a gross domestic product. You can print your own money, but it's not gonna have any value because there's nothing backing it besides like.
I just meant skirting like murder laws or like.
It'd be easier to get away with
weird sex trafficking or whatever.
Well, it's easier to get away with, and it's also easier because you're so remote for you to bribe people before they even get to the point of an investigation being opened. Because like if you're just like, hey, we have our own private security, we don't need the cops to come out, and then you make a huge donation to whatever the local sheriff's department is, they're gonna leave you the fuck alone. In fact, you give them like an extra like $300,000 for like, yeah, you get some new police vests or something like that, or get a new police boat.
Like Tony fucking pulling out a wad of hundreds.
Dude, that's exactly.
Some new whistles.
Exactly, dude. Precisely. It's just fucking like who you can grease, and like they had a private airstrip, they had private boats, they had like Epstein had all of that shit. If you're 6 miles the fuck away, you know your fucking neighbors are. You're gonna be able to see their fucking lights on their house at night. Like it's not very far. It's like seeing Ocean City from Atlantic City. It's like not even that far away. But I digress. So this all comes back to Hunter because Hunter's making all this fucking money, and he's still got that frat boy like fucked up mentality of like. I'm above the... Shit, we've been talking for 43 minutes.
We're rolling, baby.
Yeah, we're rolling today.
It's because I didn't smoke a blunt before, and I'm like coherent.
Don't worry, we're gonna fucking
smoke one after.
We're gonna take a pause.
Come back in. Yeah. So, what were we talking about?
Oh, dude.
Oreos, man.
Oreos. Yo, you want to eat some Oreos? So Hunter's still got this like frat boy fucked up mentality, and he's just off the rails. Like. And you have access to all of like your dad's assets basically, which I'm gonna get into in a little bit, but like the fucking the point of it is like Hunter has like all this money, he has a fucking drug habit, he's drug seeking behavior, so he just goes off the fucking rails while he's the fucking like on this board of directors. Now I don't know, at one point, I don't think he stepped down. I'm sure that it was, like, intervened and, like, they bought him out or, like, how... I don't exactly know, like, how he's not on it anymore. I don't know if it was, like, by force or if he voluntarily did it. But he's no longer on Burisma from what I can understand. But I don't know if there's somebody that replaced him that's just acting as the figurehead for Biden again. So that's why I'm kind of wording this very carefully. But that's, like, arbitrary. Now, Hunter realizes that his dad... is going to be, like the president or whatever. So they're going to start vetting you. Like, and that means that, like, they're going to go and look through everything you've ever fucking done. And, like, make sure that before your dad even begins running for president, that, like, there's nothing that they can hold you to. And he does a pretty good job of
Now, is that, a state thing, or is that like a campaign?
It's a campaign. That's like a campaign thing. Like they already know.
Get ahead of whatever dirt.
State already knows everything because he's got Secret Service. Once you're a president or vice president or like anything like that, Secret Service like so
for life, right?
Yeah, for life. Yeah, Secret Service already knows what all his dirty dishes are.
They're just like giving him rides to buy crack.
Well, that's so. They make him look kind of squeaky clean for the campaign. They get him out of rehab. They shave him, like, get him all dressed up and whatnot. But while all this is going on, he's having this like drug fueled behind the scenes fucking craziness going on. So at some point, probably well cracked out, Hunter goes to like the Geek Squad or something like that and drops off 2 laptops to get like fixed. And he does it like privately in a way where like the government like kind of like the way like Hillary Clinton had like a private email server like on a government computer, which you're not supposed to have because it could jeopardize the lives of like the people that are underneath you.
He shook his Secret Service tail on the way to fucking Best Buy.
Something like that. I have no idea how you could eat, but like I said, he's
got
probably
2 Ubers, fucking
smoking fucking rock on the way. Like
ran through the woods.
So these guys do whatever the service is, realize who it is. And then somehow the laptops mysteriously disappear. Probably because somebody that was tailing him was like, I will give you a large enough sum of money where you never have to work again nor live in this country ever again, you could fucking buy your way to wherever the fuck you want if you
just to get those laptops
just to give
back?
me those laptops. It's some geek.
I wouldn't think that much money,
dude.
I'd be like, yo, here's a check for $50K.
$50K, dude. 50 million. Probably.
Yeah, right,
dude. I am telling you, that is the
because
kind of
what was on that laptop was that sensitive,
bro. It's literally him fucking his niece, fucking Obama's daughter.
No.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
Malia?
Malia, yeah.
One who got caught smoking reefer at fucking Firefly Festival or whatever.
There's a video of her giving him head, and there's a video
Jesus
of
Christ,
her using
dude.
her black card to fucking cut up coke, and you can see her name on it. Like,
the fuck's a black card?
Well, it's like one of those Amexes that that has like
I
no
thought you meant
limit.
like, yo, this is my black card. I can say. Like we got our man card. I thought she had like her like a novelty gift from Spencer's. It's my black card.
Well, actually, somewhere around here, I do have my United Brotherhood of Dealers thing when I went to the Secret State. You ever see Jay and Silent Bob, the original one, where they go out to L.A. and or not Chris Rock, it's fucking the guy that got in the car accident, Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan's got these like cards, like United Brotherhood of Dealers, local 408,
like a 420.
Yeah. So like, I have one of those from when I went to Kevin Smith's fucking store up in Red Bank.
That's funny.
But anyway, yeah. So fucking
how old was she at the time?
Probably like 18 or whatever, like 19. She was like college. I actually know someone that when she was still young and Obama was still president, there was this band that played my buddy Nick's house. Up at Hofstra, and I was talking with the band. They were from DC, and they went to this private school, and they're like, "Yeah, we go to school with Obama's daughter." We're like, "What's she like?" And she's like, "Huge fucking whore."
Nice.
I was like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, like really into fucking drugs, like hard drugs."
That's pretty cool.
I was like I forget.
If you're the president's daughter, like, what else do you have? Let me get some strange dick and some weird drugs. Like, let's get it going.
Fucking everybody.
You got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
You're set for life.
Well, there's pictures. Pictures of her on Hunter's laptop giving him fucking dome and doing coke, but like whatever.
Hunter seems like a cool guy.
He does seem good for her. Aside from the pedophilia, Hunter seems like
aside from this one glaring horrible flaw.
Well, yeah, like, all right, so there's pictures of him getting head from his niece. There's videos
his
of
niece. That's not only how old was she at the time?
I think she was like slightly underage, but she's like older than those girls that I showed you in that photo. Like,
she was 17. It rounds up.
Something like that. But yeah, there's videos of him fucking hookers with people that he's related to. I forget who. Here's another one too. This is one that they're conveniently omitting from the fucking news cycle right now. So on Hunter's laptop, there's a text chain with several people. His mom, or stepmom or whatever, Jill, himself, and then somebody named Pedo Pete, and it's saved as the contact Pedo Pete.
Jesus Christ.
Now there's a rumor that Joe Biden's pseudonym, and I have to look this up real quick just to make sure I get it right. Biden.
Sound it out.
Pseudonym. Fucking no. Yeah, there we go. His father. All right, so Hunter Biden's email account appears to show that his father, former Vice President Joe Biden, used the pseudonym Peter Henderson when trading emails with his family. The National Pulse can exclusively Peter. So one of the guys is Peter on the fucking text chain, and it's been proven that Peter Henderson is one of the nicknames Biden used when he wanted to like the incognito mode or whatever. And
but Peter's a pretty common first name.
Could
there be a real Pedo Pete that's not Joe Biden?
Why would he be involved? There's no one. Why would he call
his dad Pedo Pete?
Probably because he's on fucking drugs. He's smoking fucking crack in an isolation chamber. Like that's a pretty funny video too. Let me see if I can find that one. But yeah.
So he got him an isolation chamber to smoke crack in?
No, he just got him an isolation chamber for like a healing process, and then Hunter's just taking videos of himself smoking crack in it.
I want to smoke some crack.
He's just butt naked.
Why they blur out his dongle?
There's one
where the goods.
There's one where he's got an iron grip on his cock and he's just like looking up at a camera somewhere. And I don't think the son put this music in there either. I think that's music that he's playing. He's
ripping beers.
Drinking a Truly. Like, but yeah, just...
How did they even get video of this?
He filmed it himself. Like, look at that. Like, that looks like someone that's completely rational, like, on fucking drugs right now.
Completely fried off stimulants.
So, but like, all I'm saying with this is that, like, there's pretty sufficient evidence in the World Star Hip Hop video, all of the stuff from the laptop that got released online in the last couple of days, and just generally observing this guy. There's a picture that he had on his laptop of him fucking smoking crack in a fucking one of those black Suburbans that the government give you when you need to go incognito mode, like a Secret Service SUV. Like, there's literally, he's driving through DC. They figured out the geolocation on the fucking, like, they took like the geotag on the photo and like figured out where in DC he was, where he was going from and to. He was going from rehab to one of his dad's press junkets for when he was running for president.
He's just ripping
a fucking crack pipe and took a photo of it while he's driving. And like, not like at a stoplight either. Fucking just just the crack pipe. Like, just the crack. There's like the one of him like asleep in bed with the little fucking meth wand like fucking hanging out of his mouth. Dude,
I've seen that one.
He's a fucking nightmare. And everything that I'm seeing from this is indicative of two things. First off, Hunter's fucked, but like, Joe Biden is enabling it entirely. He's trying to throw money at this problem to make it go the fuck away. But instead of it going the fuck away, he's further fueling it. And that's like really what the problem is. But when you have things like him doing fucking weird pedophile shit with his fucking niece and fucking strangers, and there's girls...
Obama's daughter.
And Obama's daughter. Like, that kind of shit. If Biden gave him money for the prostitute in the one video, and they have documented evidence of that.
I don't really care if he fucks hookers.
No. But if he probably gave him money on
state funds,
state funds, our tax money to go fuck children, and that's like prostitution.
Well, hasn't the FBI or the CIA got caught doing that? Wasn't that the basis of your sign at the?
No, that was just hookers. That was the Secret Service. Yeah, the sign I had at the debates was for Obama. The Secret Service got popped in Colombia.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be a detail for Obama, and instead they like completely
spent
went
all
off
their per diem on hookers.
They went off the fucking rails on cocaine and hookers. So I had a fucking sign.
Think it's good in Colombia?
Oh, dude, pure as fuck. There's
ain't
no fucking fentanyl down there. Kidding me, man? They know the puro. Yeah, man. But no, like, that's just Hunter Biden off the fucking rails. Like, he's definitely doing something that Epstein was doing or involved with something of that fucking ilk. Like, he was definitely a pedophile or, like, somebody who is around pedophiles and is able to be put into these pedophilic situations. And it's all somehow circling back to money that Joe Biden is giving him, whether for that or for blackmailing other people, possibly, within their own. I like, it's just, there's so much fucking coming out. I can't even wrap my fucking head around it. And I'm like, why is nobody fucking talking about this? Like, why are more people like not interested in that? Like, your tax money is going towards this guy's crack habit. My tax money's not even going towards my crack habit. I haven't got my tax return.
I owe taxes.
Dude, like,
an independent contractor.
They fucking lost my tax return. A lot of pressure to
sticking it to the man.
Yeah, like,
buying those fucking 12-ounce coffees, paying for fucking, or buying 20-ounce coffees, paying for 12.
Fucking man.
Hey, man.
Funny. The more the news was like dominated, at least in my like cycle, by that fucking Japanese prime minister dude that got, like, the former prime minister of Japan. I forget his first name. It was Abe, I think it was, like, fucking last
Harry
name.
Carey.
No, he fucking got shot by some fucking wacko that built the gun, and like, I wasn't like,
it's like a thing now, like 3D printing guns and shit.
Okay, so that was just it. They were saying like I can't find the article anymore. So like, but there was something that I read that was about how it was probably, or like most likely, a 3D printed gun, but it was like clearly not. It was like some fucking shit that this guy went to like Home Depot and like slapped together, and it was like very intricate, don't get me wrong. Like, it was an overly elaborate thing for what he did. Like, you can just make something with, like, like the anarchist cookbook exists, and I'll just leave it at that. Like, you can make something that's a little more rudimentary and functional, but like what he did, it had like fucking like fuses, and like it had like an electrical component to it and shit, and it was like a double barrel like shotgun basically, and apparently
he filled up with like nails or something.
It was like filled with like firework, fucking gunpowder or something like that. Like when the fucking thing goes off, it's like a huge plume of smoke. It looks like a musket going off,
like cartoon like.
Literally like almost cartoon like. And what's fucking weird? I mean, it's like weird, but it's like kind of to be expected. Is like there's such like little gun violence in Japan that like the guy's Secret Service guy, like just like at first just walks up to the guy and he's like, go away, and then the guy pushes past him with the fucking gun, and the guy's like, hey, what's that? And then he raises it, shoots him, and he's like, huh, that's kind of weird, and then like actually hits the guy, and like then like the guy's like, oh shit, I gotta do something, like that.
I'm so fired.
Yeah, like dude, it was bad. It was like really bad, but yeah, they were like, it was just very fucking bizarre. But they went to the guy's house and they pulled like 9 other of these fucking guns that he had made. None of them are 3D printed. They all just looked like that. But the only concern I have is that if they keep pushing,
and the guy he shot died.
Yeah, the guy shot died. Like,
yeesh.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, he wasn't the current prime minister; he's the former prime minister. But the like the thing that I was worried about is that like they're gonna start cracking down on like 3D printers, and I don't care about 3D printers per se. I care about if they do that, what's the next? Like they might start putting restrictions on tools, because like a 3D printer is just a CNC machine that's like more specific to smaller and like ornate things. Like it's more specific than a CNC machine. But in theory, if you really wanted to, you could cut like fucking parts from like scratch, like from a CNC machine, and like epoxy them together or whatever, and make yourself a functional firearm. Like it's not like I'm recommending that you do this or anything. And it
No, we totally are.
Yeah, be
Make
cool.
guns,
yeah,
dude.
Be cool.
Yeah.
Manufacture firearms in your basement.
Shout out to 2011 Odd Future. Kill people, burn shit, fuck school.
Yeah.
It's their breakout hit.
That was a Hannibal Buress joke I always like. Kill people, burn shit, fuck school. It goes from very irrational to very reasonable very quickly. Kill people, well, that's a little bit much. Burn shit, alright, a little casual arson, never hurt somebody. Fuck school, well, that's agreeable. Like, dude, he's fucking like...
His dry delivery, dude, is so good.
Hannibal Buress saying the word esoteric is like my favorite fucking thing. He has like a whole bit on how he loves New Orleans, and it's like, like you can tell it's just like such heavy sarcasm that I'm like, I love it. It's so good.
Shout out to Hannibal, one of our peers.
One of our, fellow podcasting. Apparently, he's like a degenerate gambler, too.
Really?
Yeah, he was on some podcast. I think he was on Rogan at one point, and he was talking about how he was like spending like $800 like every couple hours, like just betting on basketball. And I was like, I can identify.
He could probably afford it.
Well,
I can completely identify with that as well.
Like he can, and it's like he was like, yeah, but I realized like how much money I was losing, and like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, that's you lose a lot of money.
That's why I don't gamble anymore.
Like
I'm like 8,000 minus for my sports betting career, so we're just gonna.
I'm catching up, babe.
Poo Daddy?
No, the fucking
the
fucking deposit total's $79.49 right now. That's over 4 years. Like that's not terrible.
Yeah, I lost my $79.49 in fucking 6 months.
2 months. I thought it was like shorter than that, but no, I mean you still. Hey, it's an expensive lesson.
$2K a year is like not bad.
I'll take it
for having fun.
Literally,
it's like cheaper than a hobby.
It is a hobby, but
yeah.
It's like a hobby that eventually pays dividends if you're good at it. Like I've been playing online and like I've been cleaning up on fucking like just playing like micro stakes like 25 cent 50. So the biggest buy-in you can do is like $50 on that. And it's like you just sit there
and it's like enough to wet the whistle and make it exciting.
It's exciting. You have a lot of all-in situations, so like you can go from like $50 to like $95 like really quick, and like that's just kind of what I do.
Like you just keep rebuying $50 bullets.
Just double up. It's like not even a tournament or anything, so you just like you can leave when you want. Like I just want a huge hand. I'm out. Wait a half hour for the thing to reset, then buy back in for $50 and just pocket the profit.
The difference, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not a fucking bad swing, but like. Like $800 a pop is like fucking rough, man. Like, and there's people out there. Like I was watching Apollo. Apollo brought 60 fucking grand out with him to the World Series, and he's like fucking mowing through that thing. Like he might as well have just got a wood chipper for like $2 grand and fucking started throwing money into that.
My dumbass brain when you said DePaulo at first, I thought you meant Nick DePaulo, and I'm just picturing his like angry Italian ass playing poker.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking great. I'm sure DePaulo would be a lot of fun to play poker with. He'd probably be like, "Fuck, I'm gonna raise the black guy." I just watched Beer League the other day, too, with Artie Lang and fucking Ralph Macchio. Florentine's in it. Ah, shit. Camera died.
That's all right.
Fuck it.
I've never seen Beer League. I think I've seen it on like options on streaming services. But
it's pretty good. It's like a funny, dumb movie that like Artie Lang is just Artie on a shitload of heroin pretending like he's drunk and like it's just Artie.
I could take these off now.
Artie to fucking boot. Like it really just is. Like
I don't have to be pretty for the camera anymore.
Yeah, don't gotta
be me undoing my belt.
Yeah. Oh, just whip your dick out. Jake, you can leave your pants on.
I can't find it.
If you ever want to know where, like, you know, the epicenter of American obesity is, go to the Midwest where they have all the test kitchens, because that's where they roll it out. Do you know about that?
No.
Yeah, dude, out in, like, fucking Kentucky.
What the fuck's a test kitchen?
So, like, let's say you have, like, a McDonald's or a Burger King or a Taco Bell or something like that. You're going to have new items that you roll out. You're going to have products that are going to be, like, you know, on the menu for the general public in, like, New York and L.A. and, like, here and shit like that. But you got to have places where you are willing
like test
to
markets.
Like, yeah, like willing to test it. So they like kind of just, I think, threw a dart at the map back in like the 50s and were like, yeah, like Ohio, it's like the epicenter, like just Detroit's right there, the Mississippi River's there, like it's just kind of like so it's like Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, like those areas. And they're just like, all right, so whenever we have new products, like for any of these like franchises and stuff like that, we're gonna test them in these areas first because it's like an accurate slice of life demographic of what the American public is like per capita. Like you get a good mix of diversity, and like there's a good mix of like urban as well as suburban and like rural, all that shit. So like, for whatever reason, they chose like that region, like the Midwest, and yeah, like so when they had the
highest obesity rates in the nation,
yeah, dude, exactly. Yeah. Like the KFC Double Down is like I think Dallas actually still has like fattest city in the United States, but anyway, the Double Down they debuted it like a year before it was like rolled out for KFC like across the nation, and people like had to sign like non-disclosure agreements because they're like, you're literally gonna die if you have a couple of like if you eat one of these like a week, you're probably gonna die within a year. Do you remember what that is?
Wasn't it like two
it's
fried chicken things as the bread?
Yeah, two fried chicken patties as bread, and then it's like a chicken sandwich in the middle, and it's like a triple chicken sandwich. They literally,
it's pretty cool.
They literally
keto as fuck.
I think it's DeRosa. DeRosa's like they literally named it the Double Down. You're playing blackjack with your cholesterol. All right, I gotta get out of here. You got anything to plug?
Shout out to O.J. Simpson. I'm out.
Stay black, cocksuckers.